Hey, good morning, good people. It's your folks, ULODG 408, man. Yes, indeed, on this beautiful Sunday morning. I want to take a couple quick seconds off the top of this video to wish all the mothers out there happy Mother's Day that is present on this planet, as well as happy Heavenly Mother's Day to those who have passed. You know, your mom is a special vessel. None of us would be here if we didn't have a mother. With that being said, if you're estranged from yours or haven't spoken to her in days, weeks, months, maybe even years, you know, it's not for me to tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you this because mine's gone. Don't miss the opportunity, man. Even if it's just a quick call to say, hey, I know we ain't spoke, or our relationship is a little rocky. I appreciate you. I'm blessed for you and that I love you. Do that, man. Trust me, because when that time comes, because it's going to come for us all, you're not going to have an opportunity to go back and correct it. So if nothing else, once again, not to tell you what to do, reach out to your mom, man. Tell your mother you love her. You're thankful that she brought you into this world, and you appreciate her. And happy Mother's Day. Do that. For now, just now, don't do it for me. Do it for yourself. Do it for your soul. Do it for a peace of mind. All right? Appreciate y'all giving me that second to, give you some good words of encouragement and some blessings to you and yours and your mother and all the mothers out there. All right, with that being said, we got to get the business out the way up front. So if you're 17 years of age or younger, I need you to click off this video. Appreciate you hearing the message. Appreciate your time. But it's not your time for this type of content. This is strictly for adults, those that are 18 years of age or older. YouTube, nothing on this channel or any videos that's created and posted through this channel is for sale or for barter. Strictly adult, educational purposes, and entertainment. We do follow all the laws and regulations in the state of California, and any bylaws, low laws, high laws, or anywhere in between. We stay in compliance. So be nice to your folks, YouTube. I'm an old man just trying to create a little content. That's it. All right now. So we outside, folks. As the youngsters say, man, I'm outside. We outside. Yes, indeed. You're looking at a sweetie up front right here, and Linda in the back. Brought the girls outside yesterday, May 9th. These is their resting homes until they're done doing what they're supposed to do. I'm gonna get a little closer and show you each one. I do want to say that everybody does their process different. It's appreciative of how you do yours. I'm just going to give you a quick explanation of what I do with mine. And if it's something that'll help you, that's cool. If not, do what's good. Do what's good for you. Do what you trust. Do what you know works. Okay. So this worked for me, and that is what it is, right? So, all right. So we got Sweetie, which is the sweet skunk, Otto. She's I don't remember how old she is, but I'm gonna say she's about 7 weeks. I can't remember the exact date, but I'm gonna say about 7 weeks old. As you notice in the base, we got some extra dirt down there, and that serves two purposes. One is to keep the bottom of the pot, those roots at the bottom, cool, because it does get pretty hot out here. So we want to keep those cool, as well as you can see she's dancing. It gets a little windy out here. It's an open land, so help keep that pot from tipping over and moving around a lot. So it serves two purposes. So she's doing well. I will be giving both these girls a treatment this evening. I did not do it yesterday. Went in yesterday morning. I did not give them a treatment last night. I was going to, but I got caught up doing some other things. But they will get a treatment this evening, as we get into a sunset, because you never want to give your, well, I'm not telling you what to do. It's not. They say it's not wise to treat your plants, in sun. Now you can get up early in the morning at sunrise and maybe give them a good treatment. As long as you got some airflow, it'll help dry, the leaves and the moisture before the sun gets to its peak, and it won't burn them. Personally, I prefer to do mine in the evening because, as you know, pests, especially outdoors, they're more active in the evening than they are early morning. Well, I guess they could be because they start late night. So once they get into your plants or on your leaves, they get to munching and do what they do pretty much to the evening, overnight. That's where you'll find most of your damage. But if you guys grew outdoor, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So we'll be watering Sweetie today. Sweetie, well, not only she'll get a treatment this evening, but she'll get a feed. Linda will not. Okay, so let's go over. Let's move on over here to Linda so you can see her. So here's Linda. She's looking pretty good to go in yesterday. And as you can see, the media is dry. So what I did is, once I get this together, as you know, I put it together last week, I give it a couple days of a good soak down. I believe, so these went in, today's Sunday, they went in Saturday morning. The last soak down they got was Friday morning. So it was over 24 hours before she went in after her last, after this pot got its last soaking. So what I like to do, well, what I normally do, unless I see that the leaves, well, let me tell you what I do, because I'm getting ahead of myself. So I don't plant and then water, because when it's coming out of the pot, if you look at my post, you'll see a picture of what I posted on my page. Just go to post. You see I did a picture of the roots coming out of the pot. They was real white, nice and healthy. Wasn't completely root bound, but you can see that from inside the pot they were spiraled, right? So I like to put mine in the dirt, or in the earth, as I say, and give it a couple days so those roots can start to search and spread to get away from that spiral. That's it will eventually, but I think it helps. It could be bro science, but I think it helps if you let the roots kind of start searching for water, searching for moisture. So that's why when I plant outdoor, I try not to water for 48 hours at least. Now, here's the exception. So this went in yesterday, right? Now, if I would have came out here this morning and all these leaves looked super droopy, then yeah, I would have watered. Yeah, you got to give it some water because it's super thirsty, right? And you don't want it to start dying off, or in this new home, you don't want it to be in the worst environment. But because I came out this morning and the leaves look like they're still in good shape, the plant look like it's still doing what it's supposed to do, it won't get a watering today. I'll check it tomorrow, which would be Monday, which would be what? So Saturday to Sunday, 24, Sunday to Monday, 48. It'd be 48 hours. If it looks good, I'll wait till Tuesday. But it won't be no later than Wednesday morning. That'll be the latest I'll go before I water. So let me just kind of clear it up so it's for people who don't understand what I'm saying, make it real simple. Went in Saturday morning. The latest before I'll give it a watering will be Wednesday morning. That'll be the latest that I'll give it a watering. And that's going to be based on how the plant looks, what it's telling me. Is it super thirsty? Is it struggling? But either or, even if it's not, I'm going to water Wednesday morning. Once again, that's because I want the roots to start. In my mind, I can't say it's fact. In my mind, I believe it helps the roots to start spread faster if you don't plant and water right away. Let them start maneuvering through the soil or the media, looking for a source of some type of water or nutrition. Now, that has its pros and cons, because if you can see, I'm trying to get you a good angle, hopefully you can see, See that leaf right there? It is touching the medium. And you really don't want that to be the case. I mean, I could probably snip that one off, but I don't like to remove leaves until it's time to do. I don't like to defold until it goes into a pre-flower. I like to leave all my leaves until the pre-flower stage. That's okay. What I could do is I could go find a leaf from the grass, all this around here or over by the trees or whatever. I can go find a leaf and stick it under that leaf right there so it's a separation of the soil. But I'm not going to do that. You can get a piece of cardboard, stick, or even get a stick, a piece of wood or something, or a stick, and set it on top and let it leave on top. It's just so it ain't touching the medium. It's so early in the season, I'm not really worried about it. If I start seeing some type of big damage or deficiency in that leaf, then yeah, I can cut it off or I'll make adjustments. But personally, I'm not worried about it right now. Um, in my mind, at least to my belief, once I water this in, that leaf, I mean, it's gonna come up, right? Because it's gonna get that moisture. It's gonna have a little bit more fluid in it, and it's gonna, like a solar panel, it's gonna search and continue to reach for the sun. So right now, it's not an issue to me. So I just wanted to kind of go over that as well. Shit, we're already over the 10-minute mark. I'm not gonna hold you guys too much longer, but I do want to say one more thing. There's two things I'm gonna do different this year. I'm gonna start off differently than I've done in the past. Before, I would have a couple 5-gallon buckets out here. I fill them with water. I'm on the ranch, so I got well water. I don't have to worry about chloramine or anything of that nature. But I would have the water close to the plant, and I would pH that water and water in. This year, I'm just going to be using the hose. So I'm going to start off not pHing the water whatsoever. So I've never done that in the past. This is going to be the first year. With these being photos, at least this one right here being a photo, if it causes any problems, I got time to make corrections. So that's something new I'm going to do this year. Is once again just use the well water without pHing it. What else did I say I was going to do this year? Oh, I'm not going to be using the damn it. I'll have to mention another video. There's a top feed that I use, a dry amendment that I put in here. Like it only goes in monthly, so it would only be once each month at the beginning of the month. But I'm not going to use it. Is it granular acid? Man, I can't remember. I'll bring it up, or maybe I'll type it in the comments in the title, so you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, there's a dry amendment that I normally put on here with the other dry amendments, because I try to be at least 95 to 98% dry amendments in my outdoor grows. This year, I'm going to be using recharge. So, because what I normally put in with my dry amendments on the top and moisturize it in, it's in the recharge. So I don't want to double it up because I don't know what it'll do to the plant. So I won't be using that one particular dry amendment, because once again, I'll be using recharge. My goal is to once a week, no more than once every other week, but I think to start off once a week, we'll be hitting this thing with the only synthetic, shall I say, I call it the bottle, that's going to be going on this plant is going to be recharge, fish emulsion, and silica. I'm going to try not to use CalMag, but if I see some deficiency, obviously that's a quick treatment. I'll be throwing some CalMag in there. But yeah, that's it. So it'd be recharge, fish shit, and silica. Those would be the only 3 bottles, nutrients that'll be going onto this plant. Everything else is going to be strictly dry amendments and from the water hose. Once again, unless I find there's some deficiencies and I need to go back to doing a bucket with the pH water. I want to test that method, test my skills, and see what happens, right? Once again, it is a photo plant, so if we find some issues or some deficiencies, we'll have time to correct those before we get to pre-flower. Because you want to run into pre-flower, you want your plant to be at its healthiest when you hit that pre-flower stage. Because you want it to start growing those nice buds with no issues. Outside of if you're dealing with pests, which, you know, outdoor you have a chance of dealing with that. But I mean, it's feed wise, it's balanced diet. You want the plant growing at a consistent basis that's real healthy, going into pre-flower, so that way you can get some real large colas. I'm not sure that the LST techniques we'll be using this year. Normally I do tie downs. I would like, even like this little wire fence, as they get bigger, I would just use a tie and go from, you know, the edge, and I tie down a branch, you know, over this way. I'm not sure if I'll do this year. I may just let it run, get a little, you know, pretty tall, and I may do some type of add another fencing in here, a taller fencing, and do something like a form of like a mainlining type thing. I'm not sure. I still got time to figure that part out. Right now, we just want to get it healthy, get it growing, figure out, do we need the pH water and feed it? Can I go with the hose? You know, things of that nature. That's the main goal for this particular plant. Now, Sweetie's only since she's an auto, she's on her own schedule. She's synthetic. I don't do dry amendments in the autos. So she'll strictly get a synthetic feed. She gets the whole gamut, right? The treat, she gets the nutrient, you know, what do I give her? Oh, I give her the Jacks, the 10, 30, 20 throughout her whole life. So she'll get that. She gets the recharge. She gets the CalMag. She gets the silica. She gets the fish shit. She gets the seaweed. All that stuff, all synthetic. Sweetie, she'll be getting all that, because once again, it's the auto. So yeah, she'll be getting a whole gamut, all everything from the bottle. She will not get no dry amendments at all. But once I get my other photos out here, as well as this photo with Linda, yeah, there'll be a limitation of what it'll be given through the bottle, and we're shooting for 95 to 98% strictly dry amendments. And once again, probably for the third or fourth time, sorry to keep saying it, and strictly using the hose, no pH water. But if we find problems, then we're gonna move accordingly, and we'll make the adjustments. All right, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, man. We almost at the 18-minute mark. This is probably my longest video ever. I just want to come out here, let y'all know we outside, give y'all a little bit of the process that's gonna take place with my photos and my outdoor grow this year. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me, hanging in there, watching the videos. Support your channel, man. Like the videos. You guys make comments. It's cool. If you do something different, you know, that's fine. If you do something similar, that's fine. If it's something that I do, or you got something on your mind and you want to ask about it, throw it in the comments. If I see it and get the opportunity to respond to you, I'll tell you what I do, or maybe give you a suggestion, and you know, we can see if it helps. If it helps, cool. If it don't, then at least you know something different, and you could try that later on. After maybe later in the year you see my grow, and you can say, oh, well, shit, that seemed to work for him, I'll do it next run. You know, strictly up to you. But don't be shy, man. I'm an old man. I don't bite. I try not to fight, but I will communicate, that's for sure. All right, let me let y'all go, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in to another episode. You know, I'm always wishing you and yours nothing but the best, and I consistently pray that you wish me and mine the same. It's your folks, UL, ODG 408. You guys be safe in those streets. I'm out. Peace.